Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me. I'm sure that you hear me. So hello from Croatia, Europe, and I'm glad that I'm here in your community MS Tech Talk session. And yeah, today I will present how to use Endpoint Manager in Microsoft 365. We will focus on mobile devices, but from the very beginning, I will just introduce myself. Just give me a second. Okay. My name is Tomislav Lulić, living in Croatia, in Zagreb, the capital of Croatia, working for a World Bank as an IT analyst. My experience with IT, I'm working in IT for almost 30 years, mostly focus on Office 365, Microsoft 365 in the last 10 years. In the past, work with Microsoft technologies, servers, SharePoint, and all other products from Microsoft. I'm not familiar with other products and vendors, so I can say I know something about Microsoft products, yeah. Also Microsoft MVP and Microsoft Certified Trainer, and also ISO 27000 consultant, and for also ISO 20000. So just for an introduction, very short, IT community in our region, we have lots of community sessions, and so this is just one slide to show you what we are doing. I'm leading 2 community groups in Zagreb and helping with many other community groups in Serbia, Bosnia, Slovenia, all around the region. So we have, I can say, lots of activities in our region, just to let you know that what we are doing in a region. So we are starting. I will switch off a camera just to save bandwidth. For the very beginning, I will just make a short introduction. Demos that I will show you is made on a demo tenant on Microsoft 365. I'm using E5. So maybe if you are using E3 or maybe business products of Microsoft 365, some of feature maybe you will not see, but most of, I can say 80%, you will see also in your environment. If you have any question, so I will speak about, so at the end I will answer to your questions. So I will combine presentation with demos, so I will switch from one to another. So for the very beginning, let's start. So device management overview. As you know, especially during last 2 years, we had I can say work from home environment, and device management in the last 2 years grow very fast, and companies start to think about in different ways. Microsoft in the past did great products which called System Center Configuration Manager, which is product, on-premise product. It started, I can say, 20 years ago or more. It called SMS in the past, so service management, server management services, something like this. It was really a long time ago. And today we have cloud services. Why cloud? Cloud is much easier. Why? Because you can reach a device, and device can reach a cloud from every point, I can say. Wherever you are, you only need connection to internet. And today, connection to internet is really what we have on, I can say, almost every place in the world. You know that there are also some satellite devices, so you can connect through satellite if you don't have this physical ground repetitors or the devices to connect with. So old name for a Microsoft Endpoint Manager is Intune. In presentation and during this session, I will mostly use Intune name. But Intune is only one component, so I will show you on the next slide. Intune is a cloud-based mobile device management. If you remember, so configuration manager is an on-premise component, and there are also some co-management tools and desktop analytics which you can connect if you are using hybrid environment. So how it looks like, I will not focus a lot on on-premise environment. So we will talk about Microsoft Intune and Endpoint Manager. So there are these several components. I will not read from a slide, so this is not focus for today. How it looks like this hybrid environment. This is standard Microsoft picture. So you can combine, if you have your own on-premise environment, you can combine with Microsoft Intune. And what is covered in the Microsoft Intune, I can say all devices and all systems that you have in today IT environment. So you can join Linux, you can join Mac OS, you can join Windows, and also from a mobile side, you can join many devices. So today there are only two Apple devices and Android devices. In the past, we had also Windows devices, so Windows Mobile, but yeah, you know a story about Windows Mobile. Microsoft way of integration. So Microsoft Admin Center take care about complete environment inside Microsoft 365. So there are several points you see on this slide. This is a beautiful Microsoft slide. One of these services or components is Endpoint Management. We will today talk about Endpoint Manager. So their function of Endpoint Manager is protect device and protect data. To be honest, protecting device today is okay. It is important, but through protecting devices, we are protecting company data. The data is something that it is not, you cannot see it, but it's very expensive if something happened to this data. So we are through devices, we are protecting company data. Now we are moving to Endpoint Manager roles. In my previous presentations regarding Endpoint, I didn't mention a lot about roles. So I put this slide here just to think for you, just to think about why from time to time I receive some questions. Okay, I don't have it. I cannot use Endpoint Manager. As you know, in Office 365, Microsoft 365 is very complicated. So there are so many services. If you ever work with SharePoint Exchange and other tools from Microsoft, information protection, you know that all these products you will find on one place in a cloud. It is a Microsoft 365. So think about to separate, so it calls segregation of duty, to separate roles if you are working in a big organization. So separate roles. So one person will not be global administrator or administrator for everything. You need to separate. Why? It is much easier to control. So I just point to this because I found it in many companies that this is a problem. So I moved to Android device. from for the beginning, and I will show you Android concept in Intune. So there are several scenario which which you can see on this slide. So personally owned device, this IAM means Android Enterprise. So this is a bring your own device. So your users bring their own device, and you are putting a company portal, which I will show you later, on a device, and user have I can say 2 devices in one. Why 2 devices? Because in this device they have their own profile, this private one with, I don't know, Twitter, with WhatsApp, with all these private applications, and in a separate environment which called work profile, you will find your working profile, so profile from your company. If you have a company-owned devices, company-owned devices is the devices that you get from a company. You will get, I can say, 2 different scenario. This Android Enterprise kiosk is not familiar for everyone, so it is it can be used for scanners, for some like public function in your organization. So I will not focus on a kiosk. So we have a enterprise with a private profile and enterprise fully managed. So with private profile means that you have a device which is company owned, but it allows you to put your private profile on it. When something happened to device, you lost your device, or I don't know, something, when company wipe device, it will also wipe your profile. Your profile means profile is on what is on a mobile, so your pictures and everything. If this picture was not backed on a Google Cloud or somewhere, you will lost content. On a Android Enterprise fully managed device, you cannot add anything, so you will only use your company environment. So what you will choose inside your company, it depending on a policy or a decision from a company board or from a security manager or a big group of people who are deciding what you will do. So you can all the time customize. So there is also one tool I will show you later, which called Microsoft Launcher. I love this device. I love this piece of software. So you can customize much better your Android device. I'm moving to another slide. So this is an explanation. So what is the difference between private with work profile and corporate with work profile? The key point, I will start from the end. Wipe removes only working profile data. On a corporate with work profile, wipe reset device to factory defaults. So this is the biggest difference. So on a corporate device, if you have your private profile, it will be deleted. On your private device, only work profile will be deleted, and you can continue to work on your normal device. I'll not read from this slide, so I'm sure that you will get this presentation later, and you can check what is interesting in your environment. How it looks like. This is a landing page if you want to set up Android Enterprise environment. I will move quickly through slide, then I will switch to live demo. When you start a profile, you need to have one mail address which is related to Google, and then you enter this address as a main address for management. So after you enter this Android for Work portal, you sign in a portal, and then click on a complete sign up, this blue sentence, and you will get your profile as a setup. So you see that it is Android enrollment, it is connected. You can always disconnect, of course. You have an organization name. Okay, for demo is this. You have your Google account, so mail, which is related to your to Google and to your Intune environment for Android devices. And when you get this green circle, you know that setup is completed. It is very fast. On Apple side, I will show you later. It is a little bit different. So this is one of the reasons why I prefer to use Apple devices, mobile devices in enterprise environment than Android. What is the second disadvantage for Android? I will tell you a little bit later, just to show you. After you finish everything, you will get this Manage Google Play. Manage Google Play means that you can choose from a standard Google Play application which you want to put in your environment. So depending on a scenario, as you remember before, how you set up devices, you can also install application or give a user option how can you install, how they can choose from a menu which application they will install. I will show you. I have a small demo also on my mobile. I will connect to mobile, demo mobile, and show you how it works. So you can also build, I can say, a pool of application that is allowed to work inside your organization. This slide is if you are changing device from a private or from a personal to corporate. There is also some notice. This is only what I want to show you. If you are changing role, there is some warnings. You will not see it if you are not doing it, but I want to point to you, be careful when you are changing from a personal device to corporate, because return back is not always possible. So switching to my demo, just give me a second to find my virtual machine. Okay, here's my virtual machine, which is okay. Just give me just give me a second to enter a password. Okay, so how you are reach Endpoint Manager portal. This is a landing page, standard landing page in Office 365, Microsoft 365. You are choose from these 9 dots, admin portal, or you can type it, of course. And then you are entering in all these admin centers. So there are many admin centers, as I'm sure that you know. Click on Endpoint Manager, and it will switch you to Azure. Of course, if you type also endpoint.microsoft.com, you will get the same landing page. I'm working with my famous Megan B. This is a demo, of course. She's an admin, and so she can reach Endpoint Manager portal. And here you have lots of information in this dashboard or a landing page. You see client apps, device compliance. I will not going point to point because we don't have lots of time. But you can also customize this page, especially if you are working in a bigger environment, bigger organizations, it is good to have some kind of a customization. For the reports, you can also use a Power BI, which can connect and extract many of data or reports or analysts from Endpoint Manager. So there is also Microsoft managed desktop, so I will not talk about, but just let you know that it is possible also to build this cloud environment and smart environment inside your organization. So in a dashboard, which you can customize, there is small, there are also lots of information. You can build also this portal, so you can put it on your web page or somewhere, so you have this portal as information center for your devices. I'm moving to devices. So this is for us very interesting right now. Overview again, lots of information. Okay, this is my demo, so there are no so many information because there are several devices also only connected to my demo environment. When I click to all devices, you will see all my devices that are connected to my portal. There are some Windows devices which are not compliant. There are some new, mobile devices. So you can very easy look at the device and check how it looks like. So I'll point to one Android device, and you can see lots of information. You can see hardware, this device is Android, operating system, security patch level, so it was updated a month ago. It is a Samsung, this is S10 Samsung. You see also information about provider, so GSM provider, and lots of other information which you can also extract with PowerShell, or you can access with Power BI. I will return back to this device on the landing page. So you also see a phone number, okay? It is masked because of GDPR and other things. We are in Europe, so we cannot see some information if you choose not to see this information. So lots of info. What you can do here, you can, if you are changing device, you can retire device, you can delete it if you don't need it anymore. You can remote lock user device. If something happened, you can very easy remote lock. You can sync if user forgot their passcode. So passcode is this PIN password to enter mobile device. You can reset it, or you can send to your user custom information. It will be visible on my device when I connect to this device. So this is one example of a device, how it looks like. So the key point, I will return it back to Android. Android enrollment, this is what I told you. Google Manage Play, it is set it up, so no need to talk. Also, you can build your enrollment profile. This is a story, whole day story. So I just want to tell you there are lots of scenario which you can use in your environment. So I will not point a lot on this because we have the similar story on Apple devices. What else you can see? You have this compliance policies. So I will just click on one compliance policy which is related to Android and click on properties. What you have here is many options. So actions for, so compliance settings. I will just open it just to show you what you can set it up. Passcode, how this passcode looks like. If you want to encrypt data storage on a device, if you click require, so data will be encrypted. Intune application runtime integrity, if it is required or not configured, so you can build your compliance for devices. I will not click save just to avoid the problems. You can define action if device is not compliant. So this is also really lots of examples for which I will need whole day. Just to let you know that it is possible to build your compliant settings. This is not IT job. This is a job of compliance officer or people who take care about compliance. Mostly these people are not ITs. And from my experience, don't play with it before you consult someone who is responsible for this part of environment. This is definitely not IT job. You can help, but don't play with it. Leave it to other people. This is mostly lawyers or non-IT related persons decide what will be in these compliance settings. Device status, okay, there are no lots of information because of demo environment, but you can have lots of information. If you start using devices, you will get many information. This is a policies, configuration policies is also beautiful part. So if I choose it, profile, so there are lots of profiles which you can use to configure some kind of template, to configure your device or to configure your environment. So if I choose a Wi-Fi, I will just show you as example. You can build that profile. Take care that your company profile, if user use your company mobile, if he reach office, mobile will automatically send connect to Wi-Fi. And what is also very useful, when something change on a network through this policy, it will update all devices immediately. So you need just to point, connect automatically, hidden network doesn't matter, and you can choose different type of security. So you see there is a radius server, so you need some kind of a certificate or a point. You need to point to radius server. So this is just example. How can you configure lots of things on Android device? So I am switching back to my presentation, and I will show you how to join device. This is a short video. How can you join your device to a company? This video will take, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. So we are connecting on an Intune portal. When you click install, it will install Intune. And so this process can take up to half an hour, depending on your internet connection, depending on, I don't know, several factors. But so this is the reason why I have this video. So I will speed up a little. I will just point, okay, Intune company portal. You see now it's downloading. It can take a time, so I speed up a little. You need, after installing this, you need to sign in. So there are two possible ways. You can enter, as in this example, you can enter email address and password, so you will connect to portal. Of course, if user has a right to connect, or you have this second login way of login with device login and with code. I think on a second, I will speed up this part. Okay, I will click pause. So you see when you install Intune, you log into your portal. Now it starts initialization on your device. There are information what you will get or what company will take care about on this device. This demo device is a personal device, so we are just adding work profile. So you see demo company can never see list. Demo company may see list. So if people are asking about, so it is very easy, so they can check what is visible or not. Of course, there are also always question, will company spy me? Will company get my, I don't know, private pictures? No, it is separate, completely two different environment. And even depending on your policy, how you set up your device, you can copy and paste from one profile to another. One profile, private profile, work profile. No way to copy. You cannot print even from a work profile to your printer if your mobile allow to print. So it is completely, as I mentioned at the very beginning, two different devices in one, of course. So you have two devices which use one processor, same memory, smart card, whatever, but it is separate. So I will continue this demo. Just give me a second. Okay, so this is what companies see. And now we are going to set up a profile. Of course, this is a Samsung device. Samsung use Knox system, which is a Samsung management, and it's very good integrated with Microsoft. And one of my recommendation is to use Samsung. This is not a commercial, of course, but from my experience, on my desk here, I have 4 different vendors, Android vendors, and from my point of view, especially in enterprise environment, Samsung acts as one of the best. Second one is Nokia. Why Nokia? Nokia build Android, this clean Android, so no bloatware on a device. Samsung has lots of, I don't know, for me, completely nonsense software. When you get a Nokia, Nokia has completely clean Android device. So from my point of view, I prefer Nokia. But yeah, because of service and everything, Samsung today is a leader in this Android part. So you see, there is a 2 separate environment. So it is a work environment and personal environment, completely separate. And this is what you see when you add a device to your company. So you see also lots of information, and user can manage this device. So I will just click a little bit faster. So if there is some updates on a work profile, you will get also information here. So updates pending, so auto update will update the system if needed from Intune. And so this is all for this part. So I will move to another part just to show you differences when you use so sign in from another device. You will get a code. So this is how code look like. It is not case sensitive, so you can type also small letter, no need to be in a capital letter. Now I move to Microsoft device login. I will paste the code here. Okay, and then click next. So the process will start the same as before. So you see, I'll enter again mail address, click next. I will just speed up the process. Okay, so it will go next, enter a password. Mostly it doesn't ask for a password. if everything is set up. This is a demo, so it asks for a password. When you enter this code, it will never ask you for a password. Why? Because it downloads the certificate with the name with this code. So I didn't build a certificate, so this is a reason why it asks for a password. So the same situation, it add company portal. The funny thing is, you see this case, it means that this is a work profile. So I'm moving a little bit faster. So the same process is like on a previous video. It is finishing, set it up. It can take up to half an hour. From time to time, second step, you need to click continue again, and then it will refresh your process. So when you click continue, it will take some time, and then you will have everything. So what else do I miss? Okay, everything is finished. You have, again, this is a different device, but the same one. So what is also interesting here, immediately I add this user. When user join to company, automatically he or she will have one application to install from this company Google Play. So now I'm moving to iOS device management, which is for a setup a little bit complicated. No, it is not complicated. It's very easy, but you have 2 steps more comparing to Android. This is an iOS portal on which you are configuring a device. The biggest difference is that you have this part. You have Apple push certificate. Apple push certificate means, just give me a second, I need to open, I will show you this. It means that Intune and Apple exchange certificates, and this is one of the reasons why I prefer to use Apple or iOS devices, because of this certificate. And second one is that iOS is iOS on every device. If you have a tablet, if you have a mobile phone, it is the same. There are no bloatware. Okay, yes, there is a bloatware from Apple, so this health, I don't know, stock exchange, there are lots of things that they put, but it's very easy to delete, and you can build a profile here. When you set up this management profile on your device, if you remember how it looks like on Android, the same you will find on Apple device, iOS device. It tells you what this management profile take care and what contains. So mobile device management, 7 manage app, password policy, Wi-Fi network policy, and many other. If you have lots of these policies, so you will find all information here. So I will switch a little again on my demo. Just give me a second to find machine here. So we are moving from Android to iOS. I have 2 different devices. You see, one is a compliant, second one is not compliant. Just to tell you, if you see OS version is different, I put that minimum version is 15. So this is the reason why my old mobile is not compliant. It is a version 12. So automatically, mobile will not be able to connect to some services inside my organization. This old devices is not supported anymore with Outlook, with many other applications. So this is a reason why I put this device as non-compliant. It can be used as a mobile, standard mobile for a calling. Maybe it can reach to your mail server and read the mail, but the rest, it is not secure. Enrollment, this is what I also mentioned to you. So you are building from this portal. Okay, here everything is set up. So what you do, you download a certificate here, as you see in Intune certificate. You are going to Apple site, so you will see how it looks like. Standard login with Apple. Just give me a second. Okay, just to show you, password is it will ask me for a hello. Okay, now I'm entering a portal, and what you will see, many, I use this Apple push certificate portal as my demo portal. So you see that there are so many certificates. For now, this one, the last one, I built 2 days ago for today's presentation. I also have several active, no, only one active. Very important thing here is this certificate is it lasts 1 year. After 1 year, what you need to do is to renew it. That's all. Just click renew. Always enter some data. Why? Because these notes you will forget for what you are using, especially if you have lots of certificates as I do. So it waits for this Intune part. I switch to just give me a second. It waits for this certificate. I will not do it because I will kill my Intune. So I will return back. And when you enter this CSR file, it will refresh your certificate. So this is a very short part how we can do it. You enter here Apple ID and then upload this certificate in Intune from Apple portal. So that's all. And what to tell else for just give me a second. So I will move to this presentation back. I also have a video for Apple, but I will speed up a little. Everything, it is almost the same, but one step that you don't have, or mostly you don't have, is this profile download. So this is a difference between Android and Apple. Depending how you set up your environment, Apple always use this management profile. So this is a way how can you install it. Go to settings, you installing it, and you will find this management profile on so this picture you saw before. There are also a list of applications that came with this work profile. On Apple, you will not see difference between work profile and your private profile. Why? Because it is in the same folder, but visually it's in the same folder. Generally, it is separate, but with this certificate. Let me check what else. Okay, enter passcode. So you are doing something, and this is a application portal. I will show you later. This is a removing profile. On iOS device, it is only what you when you are removing profile, just settings, general, VPN, device management, profile, delete. All company stuff will be deleted. On Android device, settings, account, remove, work profile, delete, and that's all. It is not mandatory to reset device after install or delete this management profile, but it is recommended from my point of view, or I don't know, from my experience, just restart this mobile. It will clear all this garbage behind. So there are also, I'm moving to create a policy just to mention what is a policies inside this Intune. So you have a mobile application management. This is very important one. So this is what you see, that you can prepare applications for a use in enterprise or a company environment. So you can protect application and you can protect data within applications. So this is very interesting. So there are two different approach. So it is a mobile application management. This is standard one, and mobile application management without enrollment. So you can manage data that you're saving on your devices without enrollment or without adding device to some special environment. So this is also very good theme for I don't know, maybe next like a session or something, because there are lots of things you can surf, just search on Google. There are lots of things to know how can you protect your environment. Create data policy. So when you adding application, you can also build how this application will work on your environment. So you can really build very secure environment and choose if you can use. So very good example is third-party keyboards. People like third-party keyboards, especially if you have a special signs or a letters, as we do in Croatia. So we are using third-party keyboards, but companies don't like these third-party keyboards because they cannot control. They don't know if they sniffing some information and took what you're typing and saving some. Also encryption, printings, everything you can build through policy. If you remember, I showed this how you can build a policy on Android, but the same is on Apple or iOS. Also access rules. This is very important. And you really need to be patient when you define something like this. Your users don't like you. They will hate you. They will, I don't know, be not so nice to you. But this is very important with this setup. This is example, of course, you save data and also information from your company. Also sit together with compliance and security engineers and check with them how to set up. Also, there are some conditional launch. So you can choose from other how can people act, or how can device act if something happens. So this is also one of possibility that you can do here. Okay, there are not so many time right now. What you can do also, and what you think about is, all policies are assigned to groups. Build your groups, security groups, Office 365 groups, any kind of groups, okay, not distribution groups. You can build your concept based on groups. So think about also sit before you implement any kind of device management, because you lost if you are not defining. Just get a pencil and a paper, very primitive and simple, but this is how I'm doing. And it is, to be honest, really the best one. So white paper, pencil, and just write down what you want to do. It will be much easier to define in a system. What else?
Sorry to interrupt.
Yep.
We are almost at the end of the session and we have a few questions.
Okay, so I just want to, okay, I will finish now. So yep. This is how you can add application, and you can add your own your own application. So this is a I don't know, business related or your company owned application. You're able. So that this is it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So one of the question which was asked earlier by Ahmed, it's if a user already have a mobile device security MDS program on the phone from my previous job or moving into a different department, is there any action required for the user?
A user can use both.
Okay.
But depending on the policy on a company side, you can have several policies, several management certificate on a device. On my device, on my work device, I have two different management profile, but it is not a common. So try to avoid this.
Okay, so I hope Ahmed you got the answer. And one more question from Faryal is that thanks for the session. It is very informative. I'm a student. Are there any online tutorials or sites which you can recommend for learning?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, important one.
Yes. Just give me a second. Endpoint management. I will paste it. Just give me a second. I will paste it in the chat. Let me find it. Yes, there are so many. So I will paste it. I'm not sure that it will help you a lot. And then, so I paste in the chat. So just,
okay, I will add it to the announcement.
So just check. This is what I collected. It is updated almost every day, and you can find it. So what? Only one small things that I want to show you. Just give me a second. Okay, hello. Start broadcast. So just 1 or 2 minutes, I will show you. This is live. This is my mobile, and I will show you. Start broadcast. Okay. This is my mobile, and let me check if I can do it here. Yes.
I think the links are not going from here, from Teams. I will share them over the email to you guys.
Yes, no problem. I will just show you. This is a 1-minute demo. This is my mobile, demo mobile. This is Apple device. When you go to company portal, this is a company portal that I all the time speaking about. This is a list of application that is available. Okay, it is a demo, so don't. So definitely in company you will not get a solitaire. This is a demo of a list of application that is available for a user. You have all information about your device, and also if you click on a user side, you can reset your password. So it is very easy. If you forgot password on a PC, you can use your mobile. Why? Because certificate is communicated in Intune, so you can do it like this. If you have a support, I did not synchronize, you can put phone numbers and everything here, so user can very easy access this. And if you are remember, I sent some message. This is you can receive also some messages from your administrator or other people, and there are lots of other things that you can set it up. So this is all from my side. Thank you very much for that I attend to your MS Tech Talk sessions, and we will see if your colleagues will be satisfied with this presentation. So I try to put as many as information in this 50 minutes session. Thank you.